Oh, yes. The podcast is back live.
All right. Checking connection on the InstaSlam.
Oh, my God.
We're telling your followers you started a live video. All 248 of them are going to hear about us in the podcast.
Famous.
Oh, I just got a notification on my phone that the Below Average English started.
Son, we're doing pretty good.
Well, we're going to give Paul a chance to get in here because he's probably going to
I got little crazies. All right. Oh man, this is all right. All right, dude. Mine's not as cool, but I've got it. I'm all branded up, son.
Hey, I'm out here repping old Black Rifle coffee too.
I saw that.
Good people over there.
I saw that.
Figured out. Ian Freeman, one of my favorite Black Rifle coffee employees. Well, you're a subcontractor right now, but one day they'll realize
I tell people
Blast Off 25 has done for them, and it all comes back to you.
They.
Here, Ian the fishing machine. It is just me and Ian right now.
Yeah.
Dude, I like the flow though. Rocking and rolling.
That's what it's all about. Dude, can I show you something before people get in here?
Yeah, let's see it.
I did the most redneckest rod wrapping today. Let's see if I can get this thing to show you. Make sure I don't have any embarrassing sex toys laid out or nothing.
That would be embarrassing.
I mean, it'd be funny, though. It'd be worth it. It'd be worth a laugh. I can't get it. I made like a little rod wrapping station. Check out the guides. Can you see them?
Dude, they look pretty sick.
They look terrible. I'm gonna redo the first one for sure, maybe the second one, but the last. Dude, this thing's so stupid.
Okay, that's straight nuts. I saw outline. I saw a nut outline. Anything can happen on a live stream, ladies and gentlemen.
But then I've got like the a bobbin in this doohickey. That's where my thread comes at. Dude, I've been redneck rod wrapping, son.
Where is Paul when you need to talk? I mean, we need some Paul in the chat. I feel like he's all.
You need to just shoot him over a link and get him on here.
Fuck it, let's do it. Well, can I get? I mean, nobody's on our Instagram live anyway. I'm just gonna end it.
All right, fuck it.
Discard.
Do we send out a link of the StreamYard, or is it just you with your phone off to the side on Instagram?
The StreamYard is going to our YouTube, so it sends out to all our YouTube subscribers.
Okay, so all 40 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I'm on my porch, it's dark as balls. But sure. Okay. But sure.
For sure. It's dark as balls. That's hilarious. No shit. It's fucking nighttime. Bro, I want to finish this thing so bad. It's not as easy as everybody says it is. See, I got the old spiral on there, dude.
I'm on my porch. It's dark as balls.
That's hilarious, though.
That's funny. All right, we're back live on the Instagrams. Had to send a message. Maybe we'll just jam them up with notifications.
Yeah, keep taking it on and off. Bing, bing, bing.
Hey, Adrian Brinkley's in the house also.
Nuh-uh.
Shout out to Adrian.
I like it. Adrian's been a damn hammer. I was talking big smack to Adrian. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah.
I was like, you ready for me to catch more fish at your pond?
Did you?
I mean, hey, no, I got my ass handed to me. I
Did
caught
he?
two decent ones, one tiny one and one decent one. Got a bunch of bites on the buzzbait. And then I caught a real baby on the buzzbait. And I think he caught 4 or 5 largemouth, a bluegill, and a blue cat.
Nice.
Yeah, got
He
my
said, "You're in my world, Grandma."
Yeah, dude, I was talking some smack.
Was he just brinking their necks or what?
No. Brinkley's techniques are solid. Strong knots, orange line. He's rocking the orange mono.
All right,
dude. The one that ate the walking bait, the sexy dog. It sounded like a toilet bowl flush from like 100 feet away. I was like, oh fuck. I run over there thinking it was a great big one, and I was ready to get in the water and scoop him up. But by the time I got over to him, he had him up on the bank.
that's awesome.
It was cool. Little pondage.
Yeah,
Little pondage.
I wish before this podcast I could have rewatched our one where we talked about our predictions, because I feel like they're halfway off and then not really. Like we probably weren't super, like we're probably 50-50 on our guesses.
As far as the schedule for next year?
Yeah.
I think I said Sabine.
Yeah.
I think I said it. And you were trying to say that they go to Ray Roberts.
Yeah.
I think I said Sabine.
No, I said Sam Rayburn, I think.
Oh. What else? Did we both say Santee?
I think we screwed ourselves on Florida because we both guessed they'd go back to the St. John's. They're going back to Okeechobee.
Dude, I'm stoked. I want to go to Okeechobee.
Just the big bowl. They haven't been there since like 2011.
I believe it.
I could be wrong. What? And then Lake Murray, dude. I'm stoked for Lake Murray. That'll be sweet. It's a cool lake.
Is it?
It's like one of the oldest lakes in South. I think it's the oldest lake in South Carolina.
I did not know that.
Built in like the 20s or 30s.
Well, there's a lot of lakes built in the 30s. That was like, hydroelectric dams exploded.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly, but I think, other than people moving out of cities and needing to get power, like I said, outside of the cities, power to build military vehicles and shit like that. They just needed power places, started damming places up, damming rivers.
On Fontana that was talking all about that.
Fontana.
Village at the bottom of it or whatever. And that's all flooded now.
I think they dammed up my lake here. I want to say 38. They're all pretty old. They've been around. Imagine what old Hickory would fish like in like the 60s. Imagine if I had a double wonky underspin back then.
Exactly.
Probably not. I don't know.
Don't you wish we could just take what we've got now? Or just the knowledge. Like, I don't even care about the technology, but just the knowledge.
Yeah.
And go back and fish in the 40s. Just see what it's like.
Yeah. So the old, what was it? The chub. I can't remember the name. Is the bait that the
cream worm.
Huh?
Cream worm was a big deal back in the day.
Cream worm?
Yeah. The old cream worm it was pre-rigged with 2 little hooks.
Okay, it's still a big deal in my house. No, for real? Okay, fuck off. Innuendo, Clint. The innuendo. Cream worm, for real? All right, just left hanging. No, it was like what the old school, like 1930s world record largemouth was caught off of. Something is some company name, and then
Banjo Minnow.
Yeah, that's it. That was it. The Banjo Minnow.
That was popular. Or the old Czar Spook. Dude, Paul Bizzle's in here. He's in here at the stream.
Nice.
What's up?
I'm in my second chair, boys.
What do you say, brother? Dude, this is
old school Black Rifle crew over here.
Yeah, exactly.
DRCC fishing, son.
It's like a reunion.
Your service is sweet on the porch, Paul.
He said it's dark as balls out here.
When I logged in, it says, make sure your lighting's great. It'll help you look fantastic or something. I was like, I'm gonna fix that.
Oh, shoot.
But we're just talking a little bit about the schedule for next year. I think it's pretty solid. The Elites.
Remember it all. Me and Ian were talking about it. I like the idea of Seminole. That's going to be cool.
That'll be pretty sweet.
I don't think they've been there since, 14 or so. I believe old B Height won that one.
Really?
Cool.
Probably chatterbait. Who knows? I don't remember. Lay Lake, that's got OG tendencies.
Yeah.
I believe Van Dam won a classic there, and Boyd Duckett got him one there. So,
Dang.
no Texas. So there wasn't any Texas. Was there any Texas?
Sabine, but I don't know. I think they only go back there because of attendance. Like the fishing is not awesome.
Are we going to go back there, Ian? What do you think? Should we go there?
Know. That's a long.
I don't think it's worth it.
They say it's busy as hell, though. I don't know.
Yeah, if that's the
question
case,
is, does it get one in the river, or is it going to be somebody that drives to Houston? Because a bunch of dudes run damn near all the way into Houston to catch fish.
So it was like some guys, like a couple years ago, that one was like driving to Houston, and then Christie went north, right? Last year.
Yeah.
I remember those highlights. I wasn't there. I just remember the highlights. He went way the hell up in the river, skinny water, all by himself though, and like I think he was just going back and forth between like a little buzz bait and that damn spinner bait. I think there was one more thing, maybe like a little buzz toad or something, but he just was cycling through those little fast moving baits and just covering water and picking up those little fish.
I don't know who's going
to be like.
I mean, second will be either, I'm sure Hackney or Christie will win Sabine.
Yeah.
I think Hackney won it.
Wasn't Hackney close a couple years ago?
Or he won it. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I lose track of it. But I guess that's Texas. Orange, Texas, Louisiana, something like that.
Yeah, it's like close to Houston, I want to say. It's down there, South Texas somewhere.
We got the Davy Height course with Lake Murray and Santee.
Yeah. Those will both be ballers, close to Century Belt tournaments, I feel like.
You think Murray? I'm not sure. Murray's got him. Herring Lake, it'll be split between spots. There's big largemouth too. I don't think you'll see 100 pounds at Murray.
Yeah, probably not. But definitely 80 to 90. I feel like.
Probably get 100 pounds of stripers for sure.
Yeah. I heard y'all went on a little striper excursion. How was that?
We did. So we caught a couple. I was on the phone. I told everyone I didn't have good signal because I was driving, which isn't a lie. I was driving the boat. Didn't tell
driving the trolling with the remote.
Yeah, you can call it. It was fine. Ian, that guy that was next to us, the guy we bought the baits from, he messaged me and was like, how was it? And I was like, we caught 2 or 3 or whatever. And he was like, I caught 17.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
All right, Terry, sorry. But he said it was slow, and then they got on the school, and then they caught a bunch of them, and then it was slow again. But whatever.
Oh, we let him down. I wouldn't
let him
down. Clint, we had them. We'd get the baits in the right area, and we'd be looking at the graph. They'd come up into our spread, and like a couple rods would just kind of go like just hit real quick. Yeah. I think they were either like turning up and like turning around, slapping them maybe, or like biting at the sinker. It was like just a long Carolina rig. I think they were either biting at the sinker or slapping the baits or slapping the sinker or something. Running through the line even maybe. I don't know. But the rod tips were going but nothing was loading up. Nothing was getting the hook. It was weird.
Huh.
It was weird. It was fun though. It was so different. It was cool to do something different out on the lake. Like
So what there? Just the time frame y'all had to be back.
Yeah, for the Milliken deal at Dreamcatchers. We probably got there at what, 10? 9:30 or 10?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember. Something like that. And Austin, well, I wanted to go support Austin and sling some coffee.
No, that's awesome that y'all slung coffee together last minute too. That's cool.
Yeah, we've got them. So, but yeah, it was fine. Yeah, I can't. What else is on that schedule? I can't even remember. We got the South Carolina thing.
St. Clair. St. Clair will be badass.
Clair is ridiculous. That would be good. And it used to be St. Clair. It used to be like some people would run to like Huron. I can't remember. They'd like run all over it. Like now you can win it staying close. But I don't know. We'll see.
And
then what's the other one? Champlain, I guess.
Yeah, Champlain will be
Clayton.
good.
God, there's a cloud of mosquitoes about to descend on me. Look at my
spray them
light.
down.
You said that you used to run far at St. Clair, but now it can be one close. What's the deal with that? I've not been there.
Well, it's I can't remember the layup on it. I have to look on the map, but I think it was. I could be way wrong, but it used to be that people would make big runs into the other lakes, the big lakes, like big giant runs to catch big bags. It's like anything, kind of like Sabine or something. If you knew you could run, or what was that when they did that tournament in South Carolina? What was the name of that down there by Myrtle Beach? Not Myrtle Beach, but Charleston. Remember that Winyah Bay or whatever it was?
Oh yeah.
There were people driving like 200 miles out of the way to catch bass because they had to. You know, it's like it's the fucking ocean basically. So
easy.
But I think St. Clair is so good now. Like, man, they'll catch them.
Did Fighter win last time, or was that 18?
Yeah. Yes. He won St. Clair.
Huh.
And then what's the other? Oh, Champlain's the other one.
Yeah, which Brian Schmidt won that last year, right? And he just won at the Mississippi River last week.
Yeah, I don't remember who won Champlain. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, I think Brian Schmidt won Champlain last year, but I'm not sure the years past. Or Brandon Polnick won in 19, right?
That sounds right.
Yeah, and they've got like Champlain's such a strange thing too, because like history of that used to be you'd run south to Ticonderoga, so it's like you run 80 miles and the lake lays north to south, and you run to Ticonderoga, which is like largemouth land. Yeah. But then if you get a north wind, you got to buck 3-footers the whole way back. So it's always the big gamble. But like a lot of those lakes, like you can catch a 20 bag of smallmouth for sure. And there's a bunch of guys, all that stuff up, you know, on that eastern. What's the name of that bay? Like Missisquoi Bay and all that stuff on the eastern side.
Yeah.
Like you can win in there. I think Scott Martin caught a big bag in there. Like it's, again, I think at least it's even. I hate those tournaments where it's like, it shouldn't really be a bass tournament and they have to run way away. Like now they can, and you could about win that place with your trolling motor down.
Me and Ian had some fun on Champlain last year. That was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
You guys were catfishing.
Were we? Did we catfish?
I don't know.
I think so.
I went out with Oliver and we about got struck by lightning. Nice. Literally.
Yeah, we had the Bassmaster Classic.
Oh yeah,
with Brian, Shane, and
all of
them.
Oh, that's right.
And then Kai was on our boat. We had 4 people. It was like me, Dalton, Ian, and Kai.
Yeah.
Versus Shane Durant's, Davey Height, and Brian Evie. It was like, come on, guys.
Well, I think Davey single-handedly kicked off our ass.
Shane is a cheater. Shane Durant, you should be ashamed of yourself.
and we felt bad because we didn't want to bring beer because we were like, we don't want to like be those guys or whatever. And Davey's like, wait, you guys didn't bring beer? And he's holding up Michelob Ultra. We're like, oh God, it's like hot in the middle of the day. He's like, what's wrong with you guys?
We were trying to be respectful of a dadgum industry legend.
Exactly.
And he's spanking our tail, sipping on a Miller Lite or a Chick Ultra or something. Yeah.
You throw the mop jig cleat.
Yeah, I caught one on the mop jig, and then later that day, I told Davey about catching him on mop jig, and I was like, "You ever throw that?" Having no idea he invented that.
Just paid part of his house payment by buying it.
Exactly.
Well, we got the Classic in Knoxville again, which I'm always excited about, the Bassmaster Classic, but I don't know, like Knoxville.
What's the deal with that place?
I just don't think it's the best place to have a Classic.
Tough location.
Yeah, it's two big rivers, like they flow into the lake. There's a ton of water, and you know there'll be every flat-sided crankbait known to man getting tossed around, and it is what it is. I mean, it's a good, as far as the venue, like where the Classic is, it's like the, you know, the trade show or whatever. It's in a cool spot.
I remember where they launched from. Yeah, last year was just an odd spot. So that's my impression of it. And I was only there one morning, the last morning. It's just an odd spot.
You came to save me because it was like raining and nasty. When
it was nasty. Cold. That's when I realized that Greg Hackney won a bunch of weight. I didn't recognize him at first. Remember that? When he came up and got coffee from us?
Yeah.
I did not recognize.
That was the tournament that Taku said, "This is good."
Yeah. Shoot, that was before I knew who Taku was.
Yeah, me too.
Or anybody.
Really, you know.
That was like my first impression of Taku was he comes up to get some coffee and then he like walks away. He's like 50 yards away and he takes a sip. He stops in his tracks, takes a sip, turns around and goes, "This good." It's so funny. Did you see Paul? Did you see him get pushed in the water by Caleb Summerall the other day?
So here's what I want to know. First of all, like that's just a stupid idea for Taku, but good on him for having the balls to do it. But what I want to see, so you got Summerall. We're gonna do a tail of the tape, okay? You got Summerall. Where's he from? Louisiana?
Yeah.
Something like that. So big old Louisiana country boy, obviously strong as a bear. I want to see the death match between him and Polinick. Here's my thoughts, though. Polinick was like a high-level wrestler in high school and college.
I did not
Polinick
know that.
broke his arm off. That's what his arm things from. Oh, yeah. So Polinick's definitely not a puss. Like, he can wrestle for sure.
Yeah.
My experience has been you take a wiry guy that weighs $160, it don't matter how strong you are. A good wrestler trumps all things. So I want to see the Polinick Summerall death match on the dock.
Death match on the dock. Yeah. First one into the water. Yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet.
That would be pretty good.
We should get Black Rifle to sponsor it. Make it a sponsored event.
Probably could possibly be the shortest event in history.
Get out there, get everything set up. It's like, all right, break it down. Let's go.
You guys saw the Taku juice got released, right?
Yeah, you were completely right on that.
That blew my mind.
I can't believe the process you went through, but you found it out.
Should we share the secret or should we keep it quiet?
I think even if we share, it's going to be pretty quiet.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So the secret is this. There is all kinds of juicy Japanese stuff on YouTube. But you don't know what they're saying. But they do have closed captioning. So you just switch it to English. And I've watched God knows how many hours of videos of like, whatever's going on. It's always real animated. And I'm like, wait, what is that bait? And I rewind and I try to look at it and I can't tell. And then I put on captions and it's like, Gancraft, whatever. And I'm like, oh. So one time I saw something was similar and it said Nori's bite bass. And I was like, well, that's some sort of like translation error from the closed captioning. And I Googled, said like Norris, like Norus, because they didn't, closed captioning sucks.
Yeah.
I was like, I understand that. And then I looked at his shirt and it said Nori's. I was like, oh, Nori's, the Japanese brand. So I Googled Nori's bite bass and was like, there it is. That was like a year ago.
That's
So,
great.
little pro tip for the
But
kids.
it's like a dust, right? Like, didn't he have like
No,
a
it's
powder?
like it's an enzyme. It's just a liquid. It comes in a bottle.
Okay.
You can buy it. Like you could have bought it online like a year ago.
But not anymore since
Not anymore.
I don't know. I haven't looked. I got some a year ago, so still got it.
Nice.
But yeah, closed captioning on the Japanese videos is money.
So you've had it for a year. You've also probably had bait fuel for the same amount of time. I mean, what's your opinion on those two compared?
I don't know. It's probably, I mean, I think it's probably more confidence than anything. Like, I haven't soaked all my plastics in the stuff like Taku did, like, because I couldn't get much of it, and I paid like $28 for it with shipping. So it's more the principle than like the application. But I don't know. I mean, I like
stuff.
It. I mean, I've got a bunch of. I believe in
the principle of the thing.
For sure. I mean, I've got. I've always had the like smelly jellies and stuff for the big baits and different things. They also make a UV spray. You ever seen that? Oh. Okay. Let's check that out.
Okay, great.
What's the UV spray? Sorry, Paul's like frames are like he's just jumping all over the screen.
He's got that exterior Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I got one bar.
No worries.
No, they make. Am I in there? Am I back in there?
Yeah.
A buddy of mine's a saltwater fisherman and a really good tuna fisherman. I don't want to say who it is. It's not who you're thinking. But tuna can see super well, right? They have big eyes, obviously. And UV light like goes through the water more than visible light. And a lot of fish can see UV light that we don't see, like a spectrum obviously being ultraviolet. So they make a spray that is like UV reflective spray. And he believes like big time for tuna, and he's always preaching about spraying his lures in it, specifically on a shady, like a cloudy day, because like UV light's still coming through or whatever, and visible light's lower. So he's always spraying it on his teasers and his, whatever, like squid chains and stuff and different feathers. So I've messed around with some bass fishing. I don't know if it matters or not, but it makes me feel good.
Wonder if that would. I bet you could blast that on a little vertical jig on a cloudy day. Drop it down.
I don't know. So I know in fly fishing, like back in the day, like we would fish on bright days in the lakes. We would fish muted colors, like straight black, straight olive, black and olive. And then on cloudy days, we would use a stuff called straggle fritz, which was like a chenille. They had little pieces of UV reflective stuff. So we would use the same baits, but with UV in them. And it was remarkably better. So it could be a thing. I don't know.
I think I can picture that. The snaggle fritz.
I could show you one. If you Google straggle fritz, it pops up. It's like Palmer chenille, they call it, or something. But
is it the stuff that they kind of twist around and then wrap? No,
that's dubbing.
Like finely fuzz stuff.
Like a cord, so it's like where it comes off the cord with like fingers, and then when you wrap it around, it makes like little down the bait that is UV reflective.
And it spirals down the bait.
Yeah, and you can't tell unless you put a UV light on it. So like we use UV cure on the fly fishing stuff, and we have a black light to cure the UV. So what's interesting, like one thing that definitely translates to bass fishing, they make these little UV cure lights. They're like $5 or something. Yeah. And you zap your super glue. It's not super glue, it's UV cure, but you zap it with it to harden it. But if you take like a regular, like you guys know the preacher jigs everyone throws, or like the bucktails on the bottom, like hair jigs.
Oh, hair jigs, right? Yeah. Yeah,
hair jigs, and even big ones, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you shine a UV light, like actual and shine it on the synthetic stuff that like most of the bass stuff's made out of, it's wildly different. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but Like the natural stuff is really good, really shiny and reflects a lot of UV.
And you said that's in some of the bass stuff, or you would tie your own hair jig with it in it?
No, I've always tied. I mean, I've got so much tying shit downstairs. Like I've always tied my own hair stuff because I just have it. And the marabou they use is terrible. But yeah, I mean, like deer hair has better UV properties than like craft fur or a lot of those, like the shuttlecock jigs and those
natural materials are just inherently, they got more.
Yeah, and some of them have
going on up in them.
You just don't know. The best thing to do is literally just shine your UV light on all your material, and just one of them's going to glow. And it's like, okay, that one's got more UV in it. But I don't know. I mean, if you're fishing at 25 foot deep on a ledge, like I don't think it hurts anything by any stretch.
Interesting. That's cool. That's super cool.
These mosquitoes are aggro.
They coming in hot? Have you had one land in your forehead yet?
No, I'm getting smoked though. My feet look like homeless people feet right now.
I'm over it. My ankles have been getting fucked up completely.
Eaner, I like your name on there. First of all, I appreciate that you're going by your Christian name now.
His Christian name.
Where's Tuna? I want to see Tuna.
That's an excellent question. I'll go get him. I'm going to get him.
All right. Oh, now I'm by myself.
Quit leave.
So, Clint, when are you coming back to the motherland? You got to go to Utah for a while, right?
Yep. So I'm officially, I'm visiting. I'll be there in October. So Lake Lanier will be on the 19th through the 23rd of October. So you should come on down for that if you got time. And if not, me and Ena are going to go up to North Kakalaki right after that, 24th to the 26th. We're just going to close this door real quick.
Good.
So
look at him. God, what an absolute specimen of a feline.
Easy.
What's this one's name, Clint?
This is Biscuit.
Biscuit. Isn't that Watson's dog's name?
I don't know. Maybe.
Good.
Who would win in a fight? Tuna versus Biscuit? Tuna?
Tuna. Biscuit's a little bitch.
Straight up athlete right here. Flat out athlete.
I like it.
Oh, yeah. He's a dude.
Good.
You got them hops, don't you? You got the hops. Yes, sir.
But, yeah, we got to hang out at Lanier for sure.
Getting losers. Clint.
So what's Lanier going to be? So October, we're going to have falling water. It's going to be bait fish driven. It's probably not going to be, there'll definitely be brush piles. It'll definitely be herring movement, brush pile, top water.
The shoals.
Yeah, just every shoal post there is.
At different times of the day, those shoals are going to light up. In my eyes, I think.
I wish there was like 100 people on. I'd tell Shane Durance's secret spots right now on live, but I'll not burn them.
Those islands were cool. I only made it out to Clint. I don't think you and I went out to those islands that were just super far apart, and they had the shoal, like good points coming off of them.
I'm not sure.
It's where you and Paul went out on Shane's boat, and then eventually Shane and I came over and started fishing in that area with y'all.
That's 2 Mile Creek on the outside of 2 Mile or 6 Mile.
It's on the outside of 6 Mile, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I was really surprised that Lanier wasn't on the schedule this year. Honestly, I thought that would
be like, man, and it's a few. Take like 19 rounds to win.
Yeah.
And then,
Did you hear any of this?
got a little thin there, Paul.
He is frozen.
He's frozen. It's funny. It's funny to see Paul frozen and then we're not.
He's still in the same spot.
The skaters done got him.
The skaters frozen in the speech.
They just swarmed him and blocked out the Wi-Fi.
Oh God, we just got a comment in the StreamYard that says 69mega.com new AI 84% will find a girl for you.
Nice. So we got that going for us, which is nice. Hey, Bubs. Dude, I got a little tuna just hanging, dude.
Wait, old Scatters is in my lap. You just can't see his angry ass. He's sitting there purring.
What's up, buddy? So Tuna was sleeping with Lizzie, and I went and got him, and I said, Tuna, and I just picked him up and walked out. And as I walk out of the room, I hear her go, what the fuck? Like in her mind, I just walked, whatever I was doing down here, I just walked upstairs,
grabbed a cat,
told him his name, and left. Do not. All right.
Oh, hang on. Here's Paul Bizzle.
Get back in.
Back in the game.
All right.
Awesome. Refreshed.
All right.
We thought the mosquitoes done got you.
Yeah, the mosquitoes froze you in time.
They're unbelievable right now.
Do you not have like a citronella candle out there or anything?
No, I think Copenhagen drives them away, though. I'm doing all right.
He's like, I don't need none of that bitronella.
Yeah. Not unless if it's that straight, that stuff's sweet. It's going to call them in.
No, I got that one.
Sure. I know you're not. I know it's not straight.
Oh, so breaking news, kind of interesting. I don't know if I'm frozen. Am I frozen or am I good?
Oh, you're good. You're good. Clearest you've been all night.
At the NPFL, Black Rifle has a guy. He's a police officer. His name's Scott Siller that we work with. Ian's probably heard of him. He is leading the tournament today up in Ohio on Lake Erie, or up at
Sandusky, right?
No. Caught a 26-pound bag today. Jamie Caldwell said his practice went horrible, and I guess that doesn't matter because he just caught 26 pounds, and he's got second place is 4 pounds behind him, which is a pretty good way.
Crap, that's a killer.
Yeah.
Did you say Sandusky?
Sandusky Bay, yeah.
So that's not Sandusky, Ohio?
Yeah, kind of. It's the big bay that leads into Lake Erie. So it's like Ohio and it's all the same, I think.
Okay.
A meat eater thing up there one time with that's where we caught all the catfish. Remember that? About the catfish?
With the shrimp?
Season 3.
Place. Yeah, this guy said, me and my kids, I was like doing like I'm a nerd. I was researching, looking for fish, and some dude on Facebook's like, I caught 111 catfish today. I was like, bullshit. I start looking. They caught a bunch of them. And then I'm looking and I see a railroad train and I'm like, dang, there's only one track across Sandusky Bay. Like I can poach that for sure. I'm looking, I'm like, I wonder what they're throwing. Like I'm thinking chicken livers or night crawlers or whatever. I look in the back and see frozen shrimp. So I was like, okay. So I go to Walmart, me and R.A. Beatty, who Clint knows, Ian Gregson, and I buy some shrimps. I buy one bag of them. And I got the 18 count, so 18 to a pound. And we caught 18 catfish, and we loaded the boat and went back to Walmart and bought like a Bubba Gump full of shrimp. And I talked about whacked the shit out of them. We caught them like 2, 3, 4 at a time. Troy caught them. Like it was amazing.
That's awesome.
So I don't know. I guess the bass fishing's good, but the catfishing's super good. I like legit would go back just to go catfishing.
That's so funny. I can't tell you the last time I legit catfished.
Let's go.
Clint, what about you? When the last time you just put out a big night crawler on a split shot?
I've never put a night crawler out. When I used to catfish was in high school, I did a ballpark franks. We tried the off brand and they wouldn't work, but the ballpark franks you'd slay them on every time, and do like literally a 4-aught EWG worm hook and Texas rig the wiener to sling it out there.
That's like that Depp's poop thing, but the OG hot dog version.
Yeah,
exactly. Depp's poop.
The scatter, yeah. Skitter scat or something.
The Depp's poop thing.
You know what I'm talking about? They call it like, I don't know what they call it.
It's like the skitter scat or scat.
Apparently guys are fishing that thing deep, weightless.
Yeah.
Just letting it glide.
Just crappy jigging it down, it seems like.
I don't know. It must be just loaded with salt.
I don't know. I ain't fishing it.
Yeah.
I refuse. Joe Cervelli was real hot on the soaking the hot dogs in Kool-Aid. And he caught a couple fish on camera doing that, but I think they only ate it because it smelled like shrimp where it was sitting in the same bucket. There's no shrimp in Lake Erie, for the record. I don't know why they eat it, but we ought to go on a mission and see. I was leaving Lake Lanier, and I pulled up next to a guy in a boat last week. We were striper fishing. And I said, y'all catching any? He said, yeah, I caught a 30-pounder and a 40-pounder. I said, damn, what were y'all fishing? He said, bluegill. He was talking about flathead catfish. We need to go check that deal out.
For sure. Probably could do it with a pretty similar thing. Maybe shorten up the Carolina rig a little and dropping them to the bottom. When I first got my little center console back when I was like 19 or 20, I really wanted to catch a big catfish. I dropped down big Carolina rigs to the bottom and then pick them up off the bottom like 3, 4, 5 foot and just drift them. And I used to never caught any big ones, but I caught some decent ones. Just cut
if we found some brush and a turn of a creek and about 25 foot and sunk a big green sunfish down there, it wouldn't take long before you got schwacked.
That'd be cool. I'd be down.
Yeah.
Got 360 board over here.
It looks like you're in some sort of a turret where you're just like
Old mosquito pit.
Old mosquito pit.
You need the double barrel salt gun for mosquitoes and flies, and it's like
I want one of those so bad. I'm gonna ask for one for Christmas.
I got me one the other week, and I haven't seen a fly in my garage since.
Of course.
They saw it coming and they bounced.
They saw it coming, didn't they?
You know those spiders that live in the southeast? Obviously they have a web, but they're black and yellow, like big yellow stripes on them.
Right.
There's one in the corner of my door up here. I can't see my phone right there. I walked out last night. I was working on some stuff. I come get in my thinking chair. I didn't know he was strung across the fucking doorway, and hits me in the face. Of course, I'm like freaking out. So I know it's a damn jumping wolf spider, and it's gonna lay eggs in my brain or something. So I get it off of me, and the thing crawls back up there, and he's built another nest, or not a nest. What do they call them things? Webs.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm leaving him up there because I figure he got the best of me, so I'm not going to kill him just for sport.
He bested you.
At least you know he's there now.
I see him right now. He's a giant.
What are those things?
It's a riding spider. Yeah.
Shane's an insect nerd. I think he knows what they are. He put up a video on those spiders.
I was at Shane's house. I think Clint was there, and there was some. Remember those spiders that were like had webs everywhere? And I said,
it's a riding spider. I'm pretty sure is what they're called.
Arachnus morphophobus that comes from the second trimester of Asia. I was like, whatever, dude.
Second trimester. Important time.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of shipping containers during that second.
Dude, that thing's so big it's throwing a shadow right now. I'm not even joking.
That's terrifying.
I'm not afraid of spiders, but I don't want them in my fucking mouth at midnight.
Exactly.
Spiders are a bugaboo for me. I'm getting over it.
I don't like snakes. I like if I had to deal with snakes or spiders, I'd rather deal with spiders.
Paul, did you tell Clint about Kaz?
Oh
All
no,
right.
what happened?
So we're fishing Lake Notley for the shad spawn, looking for just, shad bumping up on the docks, and we're fishing around, and it generally sucks. I go to the back, and I start throwing a big bait. I don't remember what it was. I think actually an OG MS Slammer, like a wake bait, waking it.
Yeah.
I see this snake, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if I can hook that snake. It's like, of course I can hook it. It's got giant treble hooks. So I hooked this snake, and it was a water snake, I think, or a spitting cobra, one of the two. But either way, I hooked this thing, dude, and Kaz is like, dude, do not put that snake.
Do not put that snake in his boat.
Not get that snake near me. I'm scared of snakes. So then I'm laughing. So I'm like, if he's really scared of snakes, I'm not going to mess with him. But if he's just kind of scared of snakes, it's going in his lap. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what is your actual fear level here? And I determined through his frequency and pitch of his voice that he was legitimately afraid of snakes. And he's like, dude, I swear to God, I will jump in the lake right now. Keep that sumbitch out of this boat. And then he was all shook up for like the next hour. We found some big fish on this rock pile. We saw him on the scope, and we were trying to get him to bite.
How'd you get it off the slammer?
Do what?
How'd you get it off the slammer?
Like this. And it come off. And it swam away. Like, I'm sure it's crippled as hell, but whatever.
Resilient little bastards.
Yeah.
While they're still alive.
So Kaz Anderson is only afraid of snakes.
Good to know. Good to know.
Good. Real talk. Says Dave.
Get that snake out of my boat.
Dude, no.
Do not
snake out of here, dude.
Not reel that thing in. Hilarious.
So it's about to be Halloween. We need to go find us a big coily rubber snake. You know, the ones that have the plastic ribs going all the way down?
Yeah.
You know? We need to get us a big coily snake. We need to get his dad or his mom to let us into that garage and put it right underneath the console of his boat. Big plastic snake. Just.
I'm going to guess that the garage isn't locked. Most likely. A pet snake is like $50. I'm willing to pay for a lot. Set that right up in his tackle storage compartment. Not a poisonous one, because I don't want to go to prison. It's like a normal, like a little, I don't know what a pet's, what
like a corn snake or something like.
Yeah.
We need Shane. He's an animal whisperer, like some sort of corn snake or.
He is a damn little nature boy.
Bite him in his face. I don't want him to bite him in his face area,
Yeah.
but I want him to lift it up and see like a coiled up for real snake, and then go through the emotions of like, is that real or not? And then
Who's a snake?
it slithers away.
Here it is right now.
I'm not opening that compartment.
He's getting rigged up. It's the night before a tournament, and he like cracks right when he gets in the boat. He's still like, he's like, all right, what am I tying on? He lifts open the hatch. He goes, he's like, dude, no. And he goes, oh my God, dude, is
that real?
Snake in my tackle storage, dude.
Or you could just slip it down his.
Our luck, it would find its way to the. God, that'd be funny. $50.
Where is Kaz? I'll see if he's up.
He just started back school not long ago.
Oh, he's not. He'll be up. He's in college.
He's studying.
He ain't studying nothing.
He's studying.
Studying Macy Watkins.
Oh.
Shots fired.
Oh. Macy. Hold on. We're going to get in here. Nothing weird going on over there. All right. Making sure there's nothing. Dude, check out. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up.
Do you know what Kaz's email is? I don't know what his email is.
I got the old rod out here, dude.
Hold on. I don't know.
C. Anderson.
It's got to be Kaz at berkeleyfishing.com.
Badass. Since this is more of a phone call, I'm going to be rude and do things. Dude, I got the old acid wrap on the A-rig rod.
From the garden. And I scraped them all, and my hands are on fire, and I'm trying to decide how many times do you have to wash your hands, and how long do you have to wait before you can piss successfully after cleaning a bucket full of jalapenos?
Oof. 24 hours.
I just grabbed my eye from a mosquito right now, and I'm pretty sure it feels like pepper spray, which I felt.
Yes, that's danger zone for sure.
Sorry, but
danger zone.
What do you got up there? That looks like a G. Loomis rod, but it's some sort of custom wrap thing.
Yeah, so this is an older iRod Genesis. It's their 7/8 junior swim bait, rated 1 to 4 ounces. I can do like everything with this thing, and came back from Texas, and like 3 of the guide inserts were chipped to where like if I pulled the line on either side, it was just like cut through any line. So I was like, fuck that. I'm like, I'm gonna take all the guides off of it, and I'm just gonna rewrap it, and we're gonna play with, I don't know, something new. And it seems to be working. I got 6 of them on so far. Obviously, they've gotten better like as I've done them. Like that one right there sucks. I'm definitely gonna redo that when I get all the way done. But I finally got everything in, and it's coming together. And I built this cool. I showed Clint. I don't know if I could flip my camera around. I don't think that I can with this app. Oh, I don't think that's what that is.
Bye, Ian.
Uh-oh.
Is Kaz awake? We need him in here right now.
I just texted him. We'll see.
Well, Ian's gone.
Ian's off into the ether. Oh, here's it. Here's Ainer. Add to stream. There we go.
Yep. Sorry, I thought it was like it was a refresh. It was not a flip your camera around. Dude, this little thing I've got is dumb. Anyway, but I built like the little like hand wrapping little things with some felt in there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, I got that. I got that one with like a little tensioner hairband thing, and I got like a screw down there. Making it work, boys.
The redneck in me of that.
Yes.
That's incredible.
So now, Paul, you're gonna get a kick out of this. So Lizzie's dad gave me this little holder thing. He's like, he likes to tinker with stuff, and then I got a bobbin from like tying up, feathered trebles and that. And I just got it clamped up in there, and that's what's holding my spool down.
Now that's effective, but when you come back up here, you let me know. I got something about 400, a lot better than that.
I guarantee it. I'm making it work. So let's see here.
Paul, that video you tagged me in is hilarious.
Pull over, I got a shit.
Pull over, I got a shit.
Or I'll just shit my pants.
That shit was funny.
Clint's damn shins were sweating. He had to go so bad.
Oh, dude, it was.
Yeah, I wanted to know what's this? What were y'all doing in Michigan? What's the Michigan story?
It was our day in between DOS boat of 2 different places, and we had gotten to Michigan that day, and we were like, "Well, let's go fishing." And
what was that lake?
That was Charlevoix.
Charlevoix, that's right.
And so we get out there and we're trolling. And we're in this little John boat, basically, 16-foot starcraft. Yeah. And we get out there, and it hits me. I'm like, I got
every time.
Yeah. So, which you both are very experienced with when I got to go, it's about to go down. And so Paul takes me back to the dock. I was like, This isn't like a I'll hold it kind of thing. This is a I'm about to shit my pants kind of thing.
Full blown Code Brown.
Oh,
It's happening now.
Danger zone. And he takes me back to the dock, and I have to walk down this long dock. And there's like a little park, right? And so it's like a little park, and I see the bathrooms, and I just watched some dude come out of this bathroom. And so I was like running towards the door, and I go to hit the door, and there's a code on the door, and I can't. I'm sitting here pulling like, no, like just nightmare. Sitting there, and there's like people having a picnic over here, and they're like, you don't know the code? And I was like, I need to get in this bathroom right now. And they're like, you have to be a member. And I'm like, I'm about to shit my pants. Let me in this door. And she did.
You've told me that. I didn't know it was the one with the code. I've heard that one.
Yeah, the whole family there. It's like, Charlotte, I'm sure your cheese sandwich is good, but I'm going to shit on this concrete if you don't open this door.
Durance is in.
Durance.
Hang on.
God bless America.
There's Cameron.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Dude, he's got
That's
He's
your
got
microphone
14
on, or your video camera on.
What do you mean?
There's like at the bottom
Yeah.
it says cam, mic and cam. You got your mic on. You need your cam on.
Mike and Cam.
Yeah, at the bottom of the screen.
Could stop cam, mute, settings, share, leave studio.
Well, don't leave. You just got here.
It's
Oh, there goes Paul.
remove from stream, edit name. I don't see Mike and Cam. Oh, I think I figured it out.
Yeah,
I had my porn blocker on so nobody could see me. So I had the little slidey thing over there, and it was covering up the camera. That's the only reason it was doing that. What are you boys doing?
Good.
What are you boys doing?
Just hanging out.
I was about to give away all your waypoints on Lanier, but I figured I'd wait till you got on here before I did that.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that, big boy. I'll see you again one day soon. Hey.
I didn't say nothing. I told him we were on Lake Murray.
Yeah.
We're gonna be on Lake Murray.
That's right. What do you do, Rant? Now you are a no shit official. We want to know, what is your thoughts on the schedule? What sticks out to you as good times?
Well, I'm glad to be going to Okeechobee because I've never been there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm glad to be going to Seminole because I suck at that lake.
Yeah.
Lay Lake is cool. I haven't been there with Bassmaster before.
Yeah.
Murray, I've only been there with FLW.
Yeah.
And we got St. Clair, Champlain, St. Lawrence. I think that's it.
Right. Yeah,
Or
we
that-
talked about, I think old B Height won one on Seminole, and I think the last classic was, I don't know, Van Dam won one and Duckett won one on Lay Lake. But it'll be good. It'll be like a OG World Tour.
Yeah.
Times.
It does
Hey,
kind of have that. Yeah.
It's good, though, because you have all this. When MLF happened, by the way, how many people are on here?
4.
Not many. 4. All 4 of us.
Let me go get my brother Durant. Hang on. Hey, I hope he didn't embarrass anybody too much.
No.
Oh my God, he's got a deeper voice.
No, so all these young guys, man, that came in after MLF, they're having to go fish these lakes with these guys that, they've been fishing them forever. To go to some new water, you're going to see some stuff move around. You're going to see people do well that hasn't done well before because, everybody else has got some information before, and then they fished that lake 200 times. Like Rick Klong's fished probably Okeechobee about 2,020 times at least. So you're going to see some stuff move and see some guys do well that didn't do well before. I like it, man. I mean, I hate they're not coming to Lanier.
Me too.
Maybe, I don't understand. Maybe it's all about, money and what the city offers them and, space and whatever. But
100%.
I don't know why, but you can ask any angler on the tour, and I guarantee you 99.9% want to come back to Lanier.
Yeah,
I guarantee it.
I feel like they're just waiting for those 5-pound spots to get like a 5 1/4.
That's coming, dude.
It's not
outside of Clear Lake in California. There is no doubt in my mind that Lake Lanier is the spotted bass capital of the world.
Oh, I agree.
Does Clear Lake have giant spots?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bullard's Bar too.
Famous. You know, I mean, if you think back 4 years ago, Cody Meyer caught, I don't know, it was 10 something, and then it wasn't official yet, and then like a week later, somebody caught like an 11-pounder or whatever it was.
I didn't know that was Clear Lake. I thought that was one of those real highland reservoirs up there.
Okay, it was California. In Cali.
Huh.
We need to release a bunch of them rainbow trout in this lake and just be done with it.
Yes, sir.
They're right below the dam. We just got to get them to jump over the dam and be all over.
This is right.
Just get a big old seine net at the bottom and hollow up the hill.
Yeah.
What I think's interesting on Okeechobee is I heard they're going out of the north side of the lake. So get
What's that
south,
mean?
like that whole South Bay area, like, are people going to run the rim canal all the way around, or are they just going to fucking send it across the lake? I guess it depends on the weather. But normally they go out of Clewiston, and they're going out of that northern, whatever that town is, Okeechobee or whatever.
Dude, I've been there once my whole life, and it was filming for Z-Man.
I did a meter there with a guy, and I remember it was 178 degrees, and I was certain I was going to melt. And then that guy fished a swim jig and a Gambler Big Easy in Copperfield, and he had 184 packs of them.
Really?
All he fished, and like, yeah, this is gonna work. And we're about 6 hours in. He kept saying, "We're gonna get a bin." I was like, "Bro, I don't know. I'm gonna fucking die. It's hot." Dude, he caught like 2 giants back to back. I was like, "Okay, I stand corrected."
That's awesome.
What'd you catch?
An FS7 on my shoulder for 11 hours.
He calls them sun rays.
Yeah. I caught
so what's Black
Brian Gregson? That was another story.
What's going to be Black Rifle's position next year for Bassmaster? You know?
Yeah, I do. So we are going to, breaking news, we're scheduled, and they don't even know this yet, but we're going to probably bump up a little bit with them. I'm hoping to try to do more of the tournaments. Last year we did 7 of them. We only got 7. And typically we do the more well-attended ones, but this schedule looks like they'll all be well-attended. Sabine's the longest drive. Well, the northern swing's long, but Sabine's the longest southeast drive, but it's pretty well-attended, so I'm kind of inclined to go. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's what we've got.
And it's close to headquarters, too.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'd like to go to all, to be honest with you. I mean, that's how we started, me and Clint and then Ian, like 4 years ago. We went to every tournament we could and set up at 5 a.m. with coffee, and that was our jam. Like we didn't just show up for the expo. Like we were there every day, and kind of our style. So,
well, I can tell you this: the mornings you're not there, people are like, "Where are the Black Rifle coffee people? I need coffee."
Yeah.
Like I'm not even making that up. They're like, "I need some coffee. Where are those guys at? That's some good stuff."
Yeah, and in the past we had avoided the northern swing just for cost and everything else, but this year it was great to us. We had a good time.
Yeah,
and I'm going to ask to go to every one of them, and hopefully we can go. See.
Good.
I think Ian wants to spend one entire month in the north.
I want to watch Ian take his clothes off and his underwear and get big giant swim baits, hug up to the grass, and try to snatch them out.
If Ian took his shirt off in the sun, he would be instantly blistered from his nuts to his nose.
Oh,
he could be the Met. Oh God, dude!
Clint,
it's pretty bad, but
why is your neck still white?
I get tanner over the years.
Buff.
Oh.
He wears a buff when his shirt's off.
Yeah.
Have you seen Buff bikini on Instagram?
No.
It's chicks wearing bikinis with a buff on. I'm like, what the are you doing?
Ian, try to put a buff on it right now.
What's that?
Take a buff and wear it like a bikini. See if you can fit into it right now.
You sound like Seth Fighter and Matt Robertson.
I'm sure I can find one.
All right, Durant, while he's figuring out if his boobies will fit in a buff, Durant, hear me out on this. So you saw the video of Taku and Summerall and all them.
Yep.
My opinion is Brandon Polinick, little known fact,
Boy.
is a tremendous wrestler in high school and college. Summerall's strong. My experience wrestling is if you weigh 160 pounds and know what you're doing, you can beat anybody. I want to see Summerall and Durant's. I'm sorry. I do want to see that too. I want to see Summerall and Polinick.
Oh, there's no way. Do you know that Polinick was a 2-time state champion? And on the last time he broke his arm? I can't have a serious conversation right now. I don't even know what's going on over here. That's the worst 2-top I've ever seen. At least get over your nipples.
Durant's literally an expert on tube tops, professional.
Yes, I am. You're right. That's true.
He's stuck.
Ian, camera. Ian, closer.
At least get over your nipples.
God, I'm about to call them ambulance to Hickory.
Oh, man. Oh, good Lord. What in the world are you doing back there, Ian?
It's never gonna fit the same again.
You should start like a fashion statement and leave the tag on it and do like a tube top. It'd be cool as shit.
Dude, he about got choked out. They'd wonder what happened.
We had on live TV.
I'm just glad I didn't have to see that. That's all I'm happy about.
Don't worry, it's recorded to the YouTube.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I'm gonna be seeing that on Instagram at midnight.
Yeah. I'm gonna sell it on Durant's own fans.
You know, a banger of a page.
Well, let's do something in the off time, man. Not that I have a lot of time, but we should at least get together and maybe. Well, we should do a little derby.
Yes,
dude. I was there last week. We went striper fishing down your way, and I don't want to blow my spot up online, but we caught them all right. It was good. We caught big ones. Caught a one pushing 20 and a couple in the teens.
Well, that's good because the bass fishing sucks.
I've heard it's rough.
Long races. I saw about every southeast hit every point by the dam, and they stayed about 9 seconds and left. And then I didn't see no fish get caught.
Yeah, I had 2 buddies that zeroed, and one guy had like 8 pounds.
Oh God!
Even Paul Marks Jr. had 13 pounds on day 1.
Ooh.
That ain't good.
Now he didn't weigh in. He threw them back because he was like 13 pounds can do nothing. But if the way I always know when Lake Lanier is turning over is because if you drive across the dam, which is right down by my house, when the river below the dam is always 54 degrees and really clear, like I'm talking about crystal clear, like St. Lawrence clear. It goes pea green, like the dirtiest, nastiest soup you could make, and that's when you know the lake's turning over. And it did that about 2 weeks ago.
Really?
And the fishing sucks for 30 days.
Yeah.
Huh?
Can you tell from the top of the water or not really?
Nope. There's no way. You can see the thermocline. The thermocline's been strong about 22 feet, I think. But other than that, you can't tell.
We ought to get everyone together, and I got that little console. We got striper fishing. We can outrun. We can find places where it's not turning over.
Yeah. Well, they blew up today in Ball Ridge Creek in the mouth for like an hour. They said striper in like 70 foot of water.
I know exactly where that is. I was across the way from there, across the lake, and that other one. It was good though.
Well, listen though. So when October comes and you have that first full moon, that starts the top water activity. It's like the beginning, and then when you have the second full moon, which is right at Halloween, it is on absolute fire. And I remember last year in Ball Ridge Creek, I pulled out that last full moon. Right, it was like I guess maybe a day or two after Halloween. I stopped on one spot, and the sun was coming up. It always comes up over by Lanier Islands, and when the sun comes up, you can see fish when they splash for like a mile or 2 miles, really.
Oh wow!
Every point and every hump, as far as I could see, there were fish blowing up on those things.
That sounds like a date to me. Let's do it.
All right. Yes. Let's do a derby in October.
I'll be there the 19th through the 23rd of October, so it should be prime
time. Ooh, Dude, it will be ridiculous.
We got a big Airbnb, so y'all come stay, hang out.
Yep, I'm in.
What kind of shirt are you wearing? What's that say? Tactical what?
Tactical tungsten.
Oh, I thought it said tactical tuna. I was like, that's cool. What is that?
No, a buddy of mine.
For a brand, tactical tuna.
Here, well, he wanted to get with you guys and talk about what he does because he goes back to the veterans and stuff. I think it'd be a good partnership. He's a good dude. I fished with him several times. Did all his photography. First year at ICAST, he did very well. Just a good Christian. I mean, I like our kind of people.
Good. Give him my phone number. Tell him to call me.
I will. All right, so I've got to wait. Hang on, riff, hang on. Oh.
Riffer deep.
Riffer deep.
Oh, riff. Let's go. Watch it.
Riff.
Watch. Watch it. Riffer, watch. Sit. Watch. Down. Sit. Dove season comes in this weekend, so we are in the gun room man cave getting ready.
Let's go to the golf course and whack a bunch of their Canada geese and let Riff go get them.
Yeah, we got invited to the Republican dove shoot in Newnan, Georgia, with Sonny Perdue and Herschel Walker.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Should be cool.
That'll be a good time.
All right. Well, I got stuff to do. I hate to. Thanks for sending me the invite there.
Yeah, thanks for joining
Riff,
us.
come here. Just say bye. Come on. Up here.
We'll see you in the middle of October.
You got right here. Look right here. He's right there. Look. Watch. Right here.
Riff. Hey.
All right. I'll see you, fellas.
See ya.
Later.
That was cute. Cute dogs.
I like how he switches to his alter egos.
I know.
He's a nut. Flat out nut. I love
My head is on fire from them jalapenos.
So did you are you garden, like, do you have growing a bunch, or what are you doing?
Yeah, so I've always been traveling every summer until this summer, and there's like a big family garden, and normally they all help with it, and I don't know nothing. I know how to cook, but I don't know anything about growing gardens.
Yeah.
But this summer, everybody was out of town. Their dad was in Alaska, and their aunt and them were on some trip. And I said, well, I want to learn how to garden. A couple things I learned. A, it's real hard work, which is fine. B, once it starts, it doesn't stop. So then I got into canning, and I've been canning. I got 100 quarts of green beans.
Whew.
I got God knows how many tomatoes, marinara sauce, pickled jalapenos, banana peppers, you name it. Like, and it's cool. It definitely doesn't save no money, but it's good.
Yeah.
But I had all these jalapenos. I was like, what am I going to do? I've got deer coming in 2 weeks. They're all over my feeder. So I'm going to make sausage. I thought, well, I'll just vacuum seal them. And then I didn't wear gloves, and I'm regretting it. But God.
Dive bombing you.
This shit.
Clint, I want to know what events are you going to come work with us? We need to schedule an OG tour somewhere.
Name it. I'll be there. I want to be there. I thought about trying to convince Durance to see if I can go fly a drone around for Bassmasters.
Why not? Durance can hook that up.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I just miss the events. I just want to be at the event. I miss the
doing
event.
that when you're like 50.
Huh?
You're like, I've done this, I've done that. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go sit in a boat and fly around a drone, fuck around.
Well, at that point, the boats will have their own drones that follow them around.
Yeah, I guess so.
Paul, have you seen the new FPV drone?
I have. I actually got to film with the guy one time that was before the FPV drone came out officially.
Yeah.
And they were building them with GoPros, and this guy was Nurk FPV. Paul
Oh,
Nurk.
yeah. I follow him. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to film with him in New Orleans, and he was doing stuff with the drone. You could go follow his Instagram.
I follow him. He does some crazy shit.
Dude, he is wicked.
Yeah.
And he had skids, and he'd slide it under cars and then take off and stuff.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's
still
wild.
the old Mavic fan.
Yeah, but the new one is like you can actually crash it and it's fine. Like that's the biggest thing. I got the original DJI FPV, and it's like I'm so scared to fly it because like if you crash it, it's done.
Let me fly it, and I'll crash it.
Sounds good.
There you go. That's exactly what Clint wants.
Where are these right here?
You wear that when you're courting your ladies?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Clint, have you told Paul your fun times at the old airport?
Oh fuck! Did you?
I got 3% left, so may the odds be ever in your favor.
All right. This was accused of being a bomb at the airport, and
Which airport? New York.
Newark.
Yeah, Newark or New York.
Yeah.
I almost got arrested in New York over a Bowie knife. That's another story.
And these were bomb activation goggles. They were trying to cuff me. They had 3 dudes come out. They made me like they were like, this is definitely like suspicious of being a bomb. I was in line for 45 minutes just to get to the TSA, and then this happens. I was there for an hour. Like,
you tell him that he could open up that marvelous technological device called his cell phone and Google it.
Yeah, I literally had to show him DJI's website on my phone so they would like realize what it was. They were about to put me in handcuffs. It was insane.
Dude, they're idiots. I can remember I was coming back from Africa, and I had a knife, a big knife,
Yeah.
and I didn't know where I put it, and apparently I put it in my check-on bag, whatever. And I get to Newark, and the guy's like looking through my bag. I was like, "What are you looking for?" And he pulls out this knife like this. I was like, "Oh, that ain't good." And the guy's like, "What this is?" I was like, "Yeah, I was looking for that." And he's giving me all. He's like, he calls the police, and he's like, "I didn't tell him I was a cop. I was just letting it simmer, you know." And I remember the guy like telling me it was illegal and just freaking out. Same thing, like had his handcuffs out, and he's like, "You don't seem too scared. You're about to go to jail." I was like, "Dude, I'm not super scared about going, like, whatever, dude."
Yeah.
And I had to tell him, like, I've been on a 15-hour flight across the Atlantic Ocean where the closest land was 6 hours away with 300 souls. I could have cut everybody's head off and they couldn't have done nothing about it. I'm now in New York and I have an hour flight home. Like, you really think now I'm going to do something? Like, I didn't know that knife was in there. And the cop came and finally let us go. But this security guard dude, thought he was about to Magnum PI my ass for sure.
Yeah. No, they really think they got some authority there. It was such a shit show too. Like my flight got canceled. Like I got to the airport at 10 a.m. and I didn't land in Dallas until 1 a.m. Yeah. Stuck in Newark for like 12 hours. That sucked.
Another fun story about the TSA, kind of. We're going to get on a cruise, which I'm not into cruises for the record. Definitely not into cruises after this one. But so Natalie goes to get on the cruise, and she's got a bullet in her backpack that I didn't realize, a 30-06 bullet. I have no idea what was in there. Probably because we went deer hunting, and she brought her backpack, and I gave her a bullet to feel like she was whatever. I don't care. So this little Filipino guy comes up, and he's got all these stripes on his arm, some sort of boss, and he's yelling at me. He's like, "Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is?" Yelling at me about the bullet. And I'm like, "Sir, what is your job here?" He's like, "I'm the head of security for this boat." I'm like, "You're the head of security and you don't know what a fucking bullet is?" Like, come on, man. Super pissed. And then he calls like the real police, like the Port Authority, and they're reaming me. Like, "You're gonna go to jail and all this stuff, and what kind of father are you letting your daughter have a bullet?" Which pissed me off. But I was like, I was hoping I'd get arrested because then I wouldn't have to go on this cruise and I could just hang out in Charleston. Like, I could bail out. Like, it's not a big deal. They're gonna unsecure bomb me. Like, I'll pay the $400. I don't have to go on this stupid cruise. But anyway, they let me go.
Oh my
The
god!
bullet's not super successful without a gun, but I don't think they know what bullets are in the Philippines. That's a fact because he kept asking, "Do you know what this is?" Like,
That's hilarious.
it kills deer. And a lot of Germans in World War II.
That's funny.
What, the 30-06?
Yeah.
The AR?
Everything. Durant, all that stuff. Come on, you play Call of Duty. Cling. The chip clip falls out, you know. Actually called it a clip, not a magazine. True story.
Oh, yeah. The Garand.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hey, Clint chiming in.
Hey,
Tried
Who's coming in?
Clint with his hail right.
Oh.
There's my cat up there.
Yeah, his cat's seen better days.
Food's real cheap.
I haven't bought litter in 6 years.
They don't ever pass. I swear.
He holds it. He just holds it in.
Dude, that's the best. That's the best behaved cat out of all three of them.
Yeah.
What's funny is when they mounted him, he's supposed to be low to the ground. Supposed to look down on him, but he sits up on the teepee. So when you look up at him, it looks like he's coon hunting. His eyes are all crooked. But normal level, he looks great. But because he's up high, let me see if I can go around. I don't know if you can tell.
I gotta see it.
I gotta see it.
He looks all goofy, but you know, if he's on ground level where he was designed to be, then he looks normal, and that's not a house cat.
That's so funny.
Just skint cat. Skint back.
Oh, fucking.
How's that old bass cat running, Paul?
About 80 miles an hour and on air.
You ever gonna get a hot foot for it?
I probably should. I don't know. I'd like to have one, but I like the throttle because then I can like idle fast.
Nice to idle. I was thinking about that. So in my boat, the guy that I bought it from, it was super short. He's like 5'6". So my hot foot is like way up here. So I always have my leg up like this when I'm just idling, which sucks. And there's like it's like screwed into the floor. So there's no adjustant. Like a lot of the newer boats have like the adjuster plate, but this is
I think, yeah. I mean, if I lived on a bigger lakes, I'd probably get the hot foot by now because you could skin it back safer.
Yeah.
But I like to I can run with my particular transducer. I can run it 9 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour and get a full picture.
That's sweet.
So much water, sometimes even faster. Like I can just keep the throttle like.
Oh, for sure. Like
so much more.
My Lowrance 9-inch is nothing special, but I can get up to 30 and still read fine off the 2D.
I can read 2D at 25 or 28, and I can't see great. But if I go over bait or something, I can see that there's bait there and then turn around and graph it better.
Yeah.
It works. There's Hank.
Hank. What's up, dog?
How's Hank doing?
Oh, Hankers.
Dude,
Hank's won my heart over these past few months. He's a well-behaved young man.
I let him out a minute ago, and he ran down to the pond and came up and covered in black clay mud and then rubbed the carpet, which is white.
Oh, my God. Fucking
Not good. Not
that
good.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, man, it's almost done.
What have you been doing this whole time, son? You've been wrapping guides. What's up, Biscuit?
God's up, son.
Gage, just like, oh, yeah, I'll be on. I'm just going to wrap this rod and not communicate.
Yeah.
I'm communicating as best I can.
All right, so Summerall and Polnick would be a good wrestle. Who else would be good?
I mean, I think you have to have Southeast Asian deathmatch. You have to have Masayuki Masashita or whatever he's called, and Taku, and
little mixed martial arts.
Daisuke
Aoki. Yeah. I think you should break it down too. So you'd have to have like the Louisiana death match. And then
that would be like Caleb and Lee, Livesey, and
I mean, and then for the championships, we'd have Randy Blockett come in, which he's going to win. But
yeah,
I don't know about Randy, but his wife would.
I haven't seen
definitely her. Up. She could definitely squat anybody on the Elite Tour. That's for sure.
She's a power lifter.
Oh, I know. She'd kill me saying nothing. I'm being very polite. I don't know who else would be a good wrestling death match. What about Mercer versus Zona?
Oh, Zona.
I feel like
Zona.
Zona's
He's-
picking one.
Yeah, he's
I want to see
he's
Mercer and Travis.
Ed?
Yeah.
Now Travis is a lot tougher than you think Travis is.
Oh no, I know he is. That's what I'm saying.
Travis would run his finger in the eyeball and it'd be all over. If we could give Mercer a nickname, it'd be Cyclops, and it'd just have to be what it is because we can't.
Oh my God. Yes. He is. He could have played Cyclops and Old Brother Where Art Thou, and it just been a fucked up looking Canadian.
Possible. You have to write the script for it. I don't know who else would be a good. Man, I'd have to think about that. Who you got, Ian?
Good matchup. I'm putting.
You pick one angler, and then Clint, you pick the next one.
Okay. All right. I'm getting Fighter.
Ooh,
Who you got?
he's
Fighter
probably-
versus Zane. That'd be a good matchup.
Fighter versus Zaldane. We got to think about this. Both thin.
Yeah.
Both probably have, I would say, equal cardio. I don't think Zaldane or Fighter are like joggers, maybe. Then it becomes down to a matter of like time. So are we going like 30 seconds all in? It'd be different. I think 30 seconds ripping all them darts is going to hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to go in for the kill quick.
Yeah.
And if Zaldane can make it through that 30 seconds and get him all huffing and puffing, he's got a chance.
Man, I don't know. And then, but you got to think too, like Zaldane's more slick. Like he's aerodynamic. Fighter's got that ponytail that he could get a hold of. You know, so if like sit up in a bun, skint back, it's probably equal.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they get, instead of getting locked up like a wrestler's like getting locked up, they're just locked up in each other's mustaches.
Oh, Paul died.
But just mustache to mustache, just like
just like Velcro. Just Velcro.
that sounds really gay. Now that I hear it, mustache to mustache, just
Jeez.
really. Oh, his phone died.
Yeah.
His phone died from streaming. Oh well.
Streaming.
Oh well. What has been going on this evening?
I don't know. It's been entertaining. We haven't had a single person tune in on any platform other than those that were on the screen. So
Welcome.
that's all right. This will be uploaded to YouTube, so maybe 3 people will watch it.
All right, brother.
All we have in the comment section is 69.mega.com. New
That's right.
AI dating for all tastes and ages.
That's what website I'm about to get on once I get off of this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bad.
You bet.
You bet. Dude, this is probably one of the hardest little technical things I've ever done.
Oh, it says we got 2 messages in the private chat. Oh, it's Durance. It says, yo, hey.
Baby? Yeah.
What? Well, should we end this thing since Paul died?
I reckon we did. We were on here for a good little hour and a half.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, it was good talking to you, man.
Good talking to you, buddy. Cheers to all our mowers out there. Yeah. Wear sunscreen.
Won't be too long. We'll be getting a recorded cast in, like of the oldie days.
I'm ready for that. We'll get the snout around.
Fun. Yep, we'll have some snout with us. All right.
Love you, brother.
Love you, dog.
See
I'll
ya.
talk to you tomorrow. See you.
Sounds like a plan.